What if I told you that Ducati has taken everything we thought we knew about superbikes and turned the dial way past maximum? The 2026 Ducati Panigale VR isn't just another fast motorcycle. It's the future of Italian racing passion packed into a machine you can actually buy. And wait until the end of this video, because Ducati has a special surprise for the Panigale VR that might just blow your mind. Welcome back, riders and enthusiasts, to Z Auto Advisor, your trusted hub for everything on two wheels. Today, we're diving deep into the all-new 2026 Ducati Panigale VR, a motorcycle that redefines what a superbike can be. With its mix of raw performance, cutting-edge technology, and unmistakable Ducati soul, this might just be the superbike that every rider dreams about. To understand why the Panigale VR is such a big deal, we need to step back and talk legacy. The Panigale family has always been Ducati's statement of intent. When the Panigale 1199 debuted, it was hailed as a revolution in superbike design. Later, the Panigale V4 and V4R brought MotoGP-inspired performance to the road, dominating tracks and thrilling riders worldwide. For Ducati, the Panigale has never been just a motorcycle. It's a rolling showcase of Italian design, motorsport DNA, and pure passion. Now, with the Panigale VR, Ducati says they've fused real-world racing data with virtual development tools to create a machine that isn't just built for today, but for the future of performance riding. One glance at the 2026 Panigale VR and you know it's a Ducati. The design is aggressive, sculpted, and dripping with Italian style, but everything has a purpose. Aerodynamic winglets, borrowed straight from MotoGP, the new winglets are sleeker yet more effective, adding crucial downforce at high speeds. Fairing, redesigned with carbon fiber elements to shave weight while improving airflow. Lighting, slimmer LED headlamps give the bike a futuristic, predatory face. Tail section, sharper, lighter, and designed for both aesthetics and reduced drag. Ergonomics, adjustable pegs, clip-ons, and seat height allow riders to tailor the Panigale VR to their style. This isn't just art, it's function wrapped in Italian beauty. Now let's talk about what really matters: the engine. The Panigale VR uses the latest evolution of Ducati's 1.103cc Desmosedici Stradale V4 engine, heavily influenced by MotoGP engineering. Power output, 225 horsepower in stock trim. Torque, around 120 Nm, with an incredibly linear delivery. Rev limit, a screaming 15,500 RPM. Line second track kit option. Pushes output to nearly 240 horsepower with a titanium exhaust and racing ECU. On paper, this is monstrous. But Ducati didn't just chase numbers. They refined how the power feels. The Panigale VR delivers torque earlier in the rev range, making it more rideable on the street while still ferocious on the track. Twist the throttle, and it's not just acceleration, it's a force of nature. So what makes the VR special? The VR stands for virtual racing, a nod to Ducati's use of advanced simulation tools and digital rider data in developing the bike. This results in a machine that feels not just powerful, but intelligently tuned for riders of all levels. X-axis IMU controlling cornering ABS, traction control, slide control, and wheelie management. Dynamic ride modes, street, sport, race, and a customizable Pro mode. Semi-active Olin suspension that adapts in real time. Ducati Data Analyzer, DDA+, telemetry system syncing with your smartphone app, letting you review lap times, lean angles, and even throttle inputs. Quick shifter Evo 3 for clutchless upshifts and downshifts smoother than ever. This isn't just a bike. It's a racing partner with MotoGP-level brains. Numbers are great, but how does it feel to ride the Panigale VR? Early testers describe it as ferocious yet refined. On track, pin the throttle and the bike rockets forward with brutal acceleration. But thanks to aerodynamics and electronics, it feels planted rather than wild. In corners, it's razor sharp. Point it where you want to go and it obeys instantly. On the road, switch to street mode, and the Panigale VR becomes surprisingly manageable. Throttle response is smoother, suspension softens up, and the electronics keep everything controlled. Braking, Brembo Stylema R brakes deliver immense stopping power, with cornering ABS making even emergency stops confidence-inspiring. It's like Ducati has built a bike that can be both a track weapon and a road-going superbike. Depending on your mood, let's be clear, the Panigale VR is still a superbike, but Ducati has made strides in making it less intimidating. Seat reworked for slightly more padding on longer rides. Heat management, redesigned airflow reduces the infamous Panigale heat blast on your thighs. Ergonomics. Adjustable setup makes it friendlier for different rider sizes. You won't mistake it for a touring bike, but compared to past Panigales, the VR is far more approachable. The superbike world is fiercely competitive, and the Panigale VR enters a battlefield filled with legends. BMW M1000RR, precision German engineering with raw speed. Yamaha R1M, legendary handling, though due for a major overhaul. Kawasaki ZX-10RR, brutal track weapon, but less high-tech. Aprilia RSV4 factory, another Italian rival with MotoGP DNA. Each has its strengths, but Ducati's ace is the way it combines performance, technology, and Italian character into one irresistible package. Here's the surprise I teased earlier. Ducati isn't stopping with just the standard Panigale VR. They've announced a Panigale VR Track Edition, a limited-run version aimed squarely at hardcore enthusiasts. Features include full titanium, a Krapovic exhaust system, racing ECU with aggressive maps, more extensive use of carbon fiber for weight reduction, exclusive Ducati course livery. Production will be extremely limited, making it not only a performance monster but also a collector's dream. Ducati hasn't confirmed pricing yet, but expectations place the Panigale VR between $45,000 and $50,000 USD. The Track Edition will easily push past $60,000. Rollout begins in Europe and North America in late 2026, with other regions following shortly. The 2026 Ducati Panigale VR is more than just another superbike. It's the evolution of Ducati's racing heritage, infused with modern technology and wrapped in Italian artistry. Explosively fast, packed with MotoGP-level electronics. Gorgeous to look at, surprisingly usable for a bike with this much power. Here at Z Auto Advisor, we believe the Panigale VR isn't just a motorcycle, it's a symbol of where superbikes are heading. So now it's your turn. Would you pick the Panigale VR over rivals like the BMW M1000RR or Aprilia RSV4? Or do you think Ducati's emotional, artistic edge makes it unbeatable? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Z Auto Advisor for more deep dives into the most exciting motorcycles on the planet.